Here's an update or a part 2 to a story I covered last week, which is titled, Wife Disappeared and Drained Our Savings to Find Herself. I'm consulting a lawyer to keep her gone. And guys, as a recap, because I was done last week, this is all about the guy who's been married to his wife for I think 20 some years. Definitely up there. They have a couple kids, and he's been a really good husband to her, even though she's come with some baggage. Her mother was staying with them because she has dementia, and he's been taking care of her and all that. It's been a very stressful environment, but he's been loyal and loving to his wife. And finally, the mother-in-law went to a home that could help meet her needs. And out of nowhere, his wife kind of loses it, fearing that she's going to get dementia one day. And one day he comes home and she's gone. Not only is she gone, but she drained all their savings. Not retirement accounts, but savings, which is still a substantial lot of money, to literally travel the world and go find herself. Abandons him, abandons the kids. Now, the kids are adults, but still adult children, if you will. And this guy ain't having it. I mean, she's occasionally letting him know where she is. She's in Hawaii, I think in Europe and all that, and posting on social media like, oh, my wonderful husband is doing this for me. And he knows darn well that she's cheating on him because even though she's a mother and had a couple kids, she's still good looking for her age. So somebody's going to want to tap that. And this guy's done. And he was consulting with an attorney, how to part ways, all that. Now we're following up on his update here, what's going on with this whole situation. He says here, an update from my original post. I'm feeling much more positive now that the financial situation has become a little more manageable. Basically, I'm running up debt that I will get paid off when I sell the house. Even with lawyer fees, I have 6 to 8 more months before I have to worry about money, assuming there are no emergencies. So he's having to pay for everything, because she used to contribute, obviously, because she had a job. By the way, she up and quit her job too, my dad. Now it's all on him. My friend's wife gave me some good advice. Don't go from being a hero to a villain in your kids' eyes. How I talk about and treat my wife will determine my future relationship with the kids. I don't give a damn about my wife, but I don't want to make her a sympathetic figure or drive them away from the both of us. I followed with my attorney, and basically she said that we're going to have her pay back the savings that she took through a reduction in her share of the assets. Any division of assets will include the savings that she took. She'll have to repay the money I spent maintaining the household while she was gone. Well, that's great and all, but we shall see if that actually happens. There's plenty of equity in her share of the house and her retirement plans to cover all of that. She said that our finances are so intertwined that after nearly 25 years of marriage, my wife is going to get some of the share of the assets. Best case is she agrees to the terms of divorce and it's relatively cheap and quick. Otherwise, it gets complicated and expensive. She gave me a lot of options and how much I expect to spend, so I decided to just mostly wait. If he thinks that she's going to come back and just accept this, he's out of his mind. Sorry, dude. I mean, I feel bad for you. This is terrible, but still. She's probably expecting to come back and she'll cry and say, I had to do this, and I was so scared about me getting dementia, and I was having a breakdown, and do the waterworks because she figures this is a good guy and he'll fall for it, and come back to her normal life with her house and her family and all that. She's not expecting him to actually divorce her, because if she was fearful that he would end it with her, then she wouldn't have left. So obviously she saw this guy as a pushover, which she was wrong about. So I don't think it's going to be so easy of a divorce. I got a couple of credit cards with promo rates for purchases and transfers that gives me breathing room that I can convert to cash, so I can conserve cash. I'll just pay them off when I sell the house. Now that my financial situation is less stressful, I'm actually enjoying her being gone. I'm free to do whatever I want, whenever. I don't have to cook or clean or take care of anyone. The house is quiet for the first time I can remember. I love my wife, but her mental health weighed down our marriage. On balance, it was worth it until now. Yeah, from the first story, this guy really made the effort for her mother, all that, and this is the thanks he gets. The first month or so, I expected her to be there whenever I get home, whenever someone was at the door. Wherever I heard a noise, I think it was her. I checked the doorbell cam obsessively. I'm not looking forward to her returning. It has to happen. But when she comes back, I'll have to deal with her. The divorce, getting the house ready to sell, dividing all her stuff, finding a new place to live, etc. I'm hoping she'll stay away until after New Year's, but my daughter said she thinks her mom will be home for Christmas, either to stay or to visit. My lawyer will have the papers ready to serve her. Hopefully she'll just agree to the terms and continue her travels. No, the second that money runs out, that's when she'll be back. And I'm willing to bet you she will come home, like the daughter said, around Christmas, the holidays, to milk it. You know, the emotions and the sentiment and the memories of the holidays, the crap they show you on the TV and those corny-ass movies that they have every year on the Hallmark Channel or whatever, Oxygen Network or whatever the hell it is. She's going to try to milk his feelings and emotions. People have had some great advice for me. Renting or selling the house, not really feasible right now since I have to fix some things and get it ready to sell or rent. Since I need a place to live, the amount I net each month, rent minus mortgage, rent on a new apartment, storage unit, not worth it. My kids' rooms are still full of their stuff and I don't want to spend the time and effort to clear them out and put them in storage. Clearing out a house and packing up and get ready to go and get rid of things can take forever. I know this because I went through this bullshit months ago. Getting a HELOC, that was great advice. I didn't realize I didn't need both people to get a loan. If I need more money, I can go this way. In the short term, the promo rates and the credit cards are cheaper and easier than getting a HELOC. Serving my wife divorce papers or getting a divorce in while she's gone, this is something I might need to do eventually, but the cost in lawyer fees goes up exponentially in cases like this. I'm comfortable just waiting now. Look at the phone bill to see where she's at and possibly going. I did look at her usage and did notice that she doesn't post on social media until she leaves the place. Like when she posted about Hawaii, she made a call that day that originated in Los Angeles. She posted a cruise. She posted about a cruise, and I figured out the dates, trying to serve her at the port possibly, but ended a couple days ago before she posted. She tried adding international calls to her line, but I blocked it, so she removed her phone from our account. So that was the end of his update. I'm going to read a few comments here, because the people in this community that he posted on really have this guy's back. Typically, they're on the side of the woman, but in this case, no, they're on this guy's side, which is nice to hear. But anyhow, honestly, I would just wait till she came back. I know he'd feel better. It's like ripping the Band-Aid off, getting it over with. But she's all over hell in creation. He doesn't know where she is. And he says it's going to cost a fortune to try to do this while she's on the run, which really she is on the run. But I'm willing to bet you it is now December 24th. Today's November 24th, 25th after Thanksgiving. She's going to be back in the next month. So we're going to get our update. She'll come back when the money runs out and before Christmas, and she'll be in for quite a surprise. She's getting coal in her stocking this year. Now some comments here. One guy says here, thank you for the update. Keep your head up. I'm so sorry you're going through all this. You have a solid plan and a good support system. Your wife is not a sympathetic individual, and your kids and everyone else need to know the truth about what she has done to you, not just to you, but your family. At least you don't have to worry about your wife anymore. It doesn't matter when she comes back. She will as soon as the money dries up. That's what I said. And serve her without letting her manipulate you. I'm happy that you will be refunded everything from equity position in the house and retirement plans. I don't know what share of the assets she will have after paying you everything back. When everything settles down, please make sure you take a well-deserved trip for yourself. Take care of yourself as well. Keep us posted. If anybody deserves a vacation, it's this guy. Now the guy says here, please change the locks in the house so she can't just waltz back in while you're out one day. I'm so angry for you. I've been married for 23 years, and if my husband did this to me, God help anyone between me and him. That's from a woman. Another guy says here, I think you need to be prepared for when the divorce is finalized and she claims poverty because she spent all the money on her trips. That she'll try to guilt her kids into supporting her and bashing you for not. Of course she's going to try bullshit like this. This guy needs to be prepared for every possible outcome. And that way then he isn't blindsided. And believe me, she'll still find a way. But after years being married together, she knows every way, at least she thinks she knows every way to get her way with this guy. And I hope really he's able to stay strong. And one more. This guy says, she's gone rogue. Seriously though, this is a midlife crisis on steroids. Where in the world is Carmen Sandiego? Whatever the hell that means. All kidding aside, this is awful. I get that her impulsive decision to leave you behind, that it is part of her mental state and is likely what causes. But it doesn't make it okay nor excusable. You are her partner. She should have talked with you about this and taken you as her originally planned. Please take care of yourself. As soon as you can, go make your own much-deserved adventure. Yeah, this guy will be definitely in need of a vacation once this is all settled down, but this is going to take a while. This ain't going to be fixed in months. This is going to take a couple of years at least. If she comes back around the holidays, we're talking about a couple of years for her to drag out the divorce and all that. So, and meanwhile, this guy won't be able to sell the house, at least I'm assuming, until, she's back and she'll drag it out and all that. So I wish this guy the best. But I guarantee you, She's going to be back in December, and we're going to hear all about it probably in a month. So pay attention. If you guys see an update, let me know ahead of time, and I'll definitely cover the update.